What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Back with my segment, Ego Weight Watchers. If you're new to the channel, Weight Watchers is just like the title suggests. I show you some before, after pictures, progress pictures, especially if a fighter has a fight coming up. Now, a fight that I'm really looking forward to because it is a meaningful fight, Terrence Bud Crawford versus Viktor Postol. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and all the social media, Twitter, Facebook. I'm everywhere. Like Visa, everywhere you want to be. Now, also follow Terrence Crawford, T Bud Crawford. That's on Instagram, and he posted this. I reposted it for him, and just damn, look at the boy is shredded. He looks in damn good shape. He has like an 8-pack. He's leaned out. He's working, and keep in mind, people, this is 2 weeks out from his fight. I know fighters, and I know fighters, some fighters that even the week of, the day of, they're struggling to make weight and lose weight because they know they can't. So they're not eating, starving themselves, going in the sauna, trying to take shits, pee, different things like that. And 2 weeks out, the man looks like this, like a leaned out, sliced up action figure. So bravo to Terrence Crawford. I also posted the other day, Viktor Postol. Shout out to Vortex Photo. He does a lot of boxing photos. He took this shot of Viktor Postol, I'm assuming in the Freddie Roach gym. And I mean, the same thing. He is vascular. He has that kind of Bruce Lee type of physique, ripped up. And these two men, the Iceman and Bud, are ready to go. Terrence Crawford is trying to melt the Iceman, and Viktor Postol is trying to smoke a little Bud. Now, I thought that was kind of cool, a little play on words. I've been listening to a lot of like hip hop and Joe Budden's dissing Drake and all this. So, I mean, salute, man. We got to, as boxing fans, celebrate and stand up for the great meaningful fights that are stylistic matchups we want to see, the fights we want to see when we want to see them. Crawford and Postol, to me, is that. So I hope everyone, if you got the money, buy the pay-per-view, man, because these are the fights we need to celebrate. Thurman Porter, Crawford Postol, Andre Ward Kovalev. These are all great meaningful fights. Fights like Triple G versus Brook, yes, it's two names, but it doesn't really mean nothing. If Triple G, the favorite, beats Brook, a welterweight, that doesn't mean nothing to me. That doesn't mean he could beat Canelo, who is a guy who's fought at bigger weights than a Kell Brook. It doesn't mean that Brook is the best at welterweight. You know what I mean? There's things and intangibles like that you have to consider. And if Brook was going to jump up 2 weight divisions, how about he does some more damage at welterweight first instead of Sean Porter, and then you have a couple years fighting mandatories and people we know you can't lose to, and then you jump up and fight a guy like Triple G. That's what makes sense to me. You know what I mean? Instead of this circus act where we don't even know if he's the best welterweight. You can say he's the best, but we haven't seen it. He hasn't fought Keith Thurman, a Maidana, a Pacquiao, a Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? He's not fought in those, the Errol Spence Jr., so we don't know that. I can say, however, that Terrence Crawford and Viktor Postol are the best guys at 140. There is nobody who is at 140 right now that has better resume, has a better style, and looks like they could beat each other, but each other. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Broner left the division, and even if he stayed in the division, one of these guys will probably be favored to beat him. You know what I mean? So this is absolutely the best fight. A little quick update. Gilberto Ramirez is going to be out about 4 to 6 months. He just had hand surgery. He was supposed to be on the Crawford Postol undercard. That is no longer the case. He got injured during training and he's pulled off, and I want to wish him a speedy recovery. Another guy who's doing it right. We got to celebrate as true boxing fans, not fanboys, not biased for one fighter. True boxing fans, people like Ramirez, like Crawford, like Postol, who are doing it right. I mean, this kid, he's young. He's actually younger than Canelo. And he called out Triple G. Canelo seems to be running the opposite way from Triple G. He's younger than Canelo, a year younger than him. He's now a champion. They beat a vet like Arthur Abram with a ton of experience. And he was ready to fight back already. He was just on the Mayweather-Bradley undercard. Those guys are like Pacquiao's in the Senate. Bradley is just probably vacationing with family, and he's already ready to come back. Unfortunately, an injury prevented that, but he was ready to defend right away. He's calling out Triple G. These guys are doing it the right way. Shout out to Top Rank and these fights. But I'm really digging what I'm seeing from Crawford. He looks dialed in, locked and loaded. Great fight. support it if you can. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you like my video. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.